Jump in my 6'4" and let the top dine. Trunk hitting hard when I swing through H-time. Cup full of oil and an orange kush sweet. Cause this is how we do it in that 713. My candy red paint cocked up on foe. Shocking and body rocking cause the south side ho. DJ Screw got me falling asleep. This is how we do it in that 713.
Welcome to Sports with Balls. Here are your hosts, Jeff Michael, Lauren Leal, and Grant Miles.
Yo.
What up?
What's it?
What's happening?
Remember that commercial?
So simple. What's up? Grant's like, hello, everyone.
What's happening? Hello.
Remember that commercial? Was it Bud Light? When they were all like,
oh,
what's up?
Dude, that was popular forever, man.
Those Bud Light commercials were hilarious.
They were popular
What
forever.
happened to the Bud Bowl? That was the, I mean, I
Bud
remember,
Bowl?
Dude,
remember
how
the
long-
Super Bowl?
yes, I
the
remember
Bud Bowl
that.
was amazing to watch.
I remember that.
But
That
it was
fantastic.
Budweiser. Lauren, you don't remember the Bud Bowl, so we're getting closer to
We
the
are,
age.
yeah. She didn't know what we're talking about.
Hey.
She didn't know Usher. She didn't know Usher.
Usher.
7
Yeah, that's what we were
o'clock
just singing
on
that
the
song a while ago.
dot.
You
I
know what
love
we're talking about.
Usher.
You don't remember that song?
You don't,
No.
because
Oh,
it's probably
yeah.
a little bit beyond your
You only
time.
remember like his third album then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, all that stuff. But I love me some Usher. Welcome into Sports with Balls, guys.
Yeah.
Happy Monday.
I used to dance on bars to that song.
Oh.
I'm not even
Did
kidding
you have a
you.
shirt on?
I did not on one of them.
Okay.
It was
There you go.
It was
We're
listen. So
jumping
it,
right into
it
it.
was it was Halloween. It was Halloween, and I was a Chippendale dancer, and so I used to do the little slide thing like Michael Jackson to that song.
Did you have the thing on, the little collar
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever?
I had a little bow tie.
Why
Yeah.
does this not shock me?
Well, I mean that's back in my probably Lauren Leal age days.
What? I said it at the same time, Johnny J. And once again, yep, all of us here.
Sports
Jeff
with
Michael,
Balls.
myself, Grant Miles, and of course Johnny J on the ones and twos in
Most
the back. Love having Johnny with us each and every week as
Yes.
well. And of course, Monday nights, new location. We love it here at Prime Social. It is so cool. I mean, we're in this like side room right now. They've got a lot going on. There's people out playing tables, playing
Yes.
poker.
Yeah, they
you
got
know,
about
like,
5 tables going right now.
Wow.
I stayed after last week and played. It did not work out so well.
Oh, you no.
Well, no, I mean you
Oh,
we're learning a lot about Jeff. We're only 3 minutes into the show. I need to
I'm
shut
a
up.
Chip and Dale dancer. We're learning all this stuff. All this stuff.
No, I mean, it was fun. You get an hour free, I think. We've got, there's all kinds of stuff over here at Prime Social that if you say Sports with Balls that you can get.
For sure. Whenever you come out here and you mention Sports with Balls, you can either sign up and play 1 hour for free, like an entire 60 minutes. That's crazy. Or you can choose to have half-price food, a free T-shirt, a hat. Get yourself some merchandise from Prime Social. It's really cool out here. Like I said, the vibes are really cool. I believe it's 7801 Westheimer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty easy to get here.
Yeah, very simple to get here.
Yeah.
Right
on the
by
freeway.
by Boston Westheimer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can always come here and play while you're waiting for that traffic to die down, too.
Yes.
I mean, we're not far from
There
610.
is Houston traffic back now. Like, it is back.
It's back.
Sucks.
Yes, it does.
It is back.
Sucks
It is
bad.
back. But, yeah. And also, you can come check us out and hang out with us.
Yes.
Maybe you'll see a dance
out
from
with-
Jeff or something.
I'll get on the poker table.
No, I don't think it's
You're
happening
gonna have
today.
to see me have some. No, not, not
think
with
it's
my
happening.
foot. Not with my foot. It ain't happening.
Yeah, but speaking of traffic being back, well, you know what? Boom. Baseball is back.
That was
We
this
had a-
weekend. That was fun.
Yes, it was fun. But was it fun for you? Did you?
Not really.
No?
I was trying to think of something clever to say, and I really couldn't. So I was like,
The Rangers
not really.
didn't do it for you.
No, but I'm not surprised by that. I told you for the show, the Rangers, they're not going to be good offensively this year. The only way they're going to be competitive at all if pitching, and then of course Kluber is going down now. So
Yeah, I mean,
that's going to be tough.
They said shoulder injury today, 4 weeks, and then reevaluate. So you're looking at 6 weeks.
I mean, it's just- I
and,
mean, he's done.
it's only a 60 game or 60 day or 66 days, 60 games in 66 days. So
Correct.
if you miss, you're looking at over 40 days right there. That's
it.
whoa.
I mean,
Boom.
that's all.
how
so
sad is it? I mean, Global Life Park, $1.2 billion.
it's
Not a
terrible.
fan
I
in
feel
the
so bad for it
stands.
because man, Rangers fans been waiting for a while. I was not excited when they did the new stadium just because I'm a huge ballpark and Arlington fan. Was excited to be out of the heat, which is what a lot of people like. It
Right,
gets
in
freaking
Texas.
hot in that stadium. But yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, if you're sitting in the sun at the old stadium, Oh, you're burning up.
It was terrible.
Dallas is, it gets them to 100 sometimes.
It was terrible. Dude, at the old Arlington Stadium where
Yeah,
they
that's what
played
I'm
before
talking
the ballpark.
Whee!
I mean, they had those chrome benches out in the outfield. It was like a reflector.
You're just
I mean,
sitting down
it
in
was,
it.
just, it was
taking it
awful.
all
It was.
in.
I mean, it was a minor league ballpark. That's
And you're
why they
watching
had
a
to get it.
really shitty team.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, they were at the beginning. You're damn right. They were.
I don't know, Jeff. You were
I got to
watching
go
it.
with that.
You're watching a good team.
Yeah, the
You're watching a good
Astros.
team.
I love the Astros, and man, they went 2-1 so far. We're playing right now.
Right.
Obviously, the Verlander news came out. We have a pitcher that's going to miss some time too. It says he's on 10 days IL, which is injured list, and then they'll reevaluate. So he might miss 3-4 weeks.
Yes, and that leads us to our hot topic. I don't know if it's like a sizzle, if we're like shh, I
Or
don't know.
sitting
It's
at the Arlington Stadium.
Yeah.
with the reflecting
Bleacher story.
bleachers
Yeah.
sitting.
We'll
Bleacher
come up with
story.
something funny to say about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of being out, along with your guy back in Miami, the news broke over the weekend about the Miami Marlins. Now 14 members are tested positive for COVID-19 I believe it was yesterday or Saturday. It was 4. It rose to 8 players, 2 coaches, total of 14. So they are, postponing their game against the Orioles today and tomorrow. It just came out for that news as well.
Yeah, two games, 4 teams that are canceled.
Right, because
Very
the Marlins,
interesting.
the Marlins played against the Phillies, and now the Phillies and the Yankees are having to get tested, and they don't want to postpone any games.
Everybody's wondering if the baseball season, they had a conference call today with all the teams and managers, and there was zero talk about the baseball season shutting down, which is great, which is fine. They might have to end up going by, if some things happen like this and they can't make up the games somewhere along the lines, then look, you're just going to have to go by percentages, and maybe that's good. They let 16 teams in because some teams aren't going to have played as many as other ones. And you have to go by percentage, and then you'll maybe have a play-in game, something, to that effect. But this is going to happen during what's going on in the U.S. right now.
See, and that goes back to having a plan going into this. Like, I mean, that aligns perfectly well, having more teams go into the playoffs if some teams like this aren't able to play a season.
Yep.
Or play just a couple of games,
I agree.
Makes sense.
The thing that gets me is it almost, and maybe they're not, but the surprise in which it's reported that people keep coming up positive. I feel like that when they report on it, it's like, here's another one, here's one. Like, I feel like we could have all made a guess that this was going to happen at some point during the season.
Because so many people are asymptomatic, and so they don't feel like anything.
Correct. And they're not doing a bubble situation. NBA's in the bubble. They haven't had a lot of people test positive. WNBA, MLS, now hockey's starting up. Nobody's testing positive that are in bubbles.
Yep.
But you got Major League Baseball traveling, doing pretty much normal schedule. There's guys that are going to get this. I mean, that's just going to happen.
Like I said before the show, if you thought fans were going to come into the stadium, which I did, I was one of the people that was hoping fans would come in. That's not going to happen.
No. I never thought that was going to happen.
Fans will not be in the stadium. And then we'll get to whether or not we liked, whether we liked it or not with the fans.
Yeah.
We'll decide a little
cutouts.
bit later. We'll decide that a little bit later on. But moving on to our next hot topic, you bring up the bubble.
Yes.
Lou Williams was excused from the bubble from this weekend.
This is great.
Lou Williams from the Clippers was excused to go to a family tragedy. It was a funeral, and it was his pops, apparently. He posted on his social media, and he, rip, love you, pops, whatever, everything, all about the funeral. And then, boom, we find a picture of him at a Wingstop/strip club with another rapper that I hadn't heard before.
I didn't know this dude either. Some YouTube sensation, I think.
Yeah.
You didn't know a rapper? What?
Yeah, and I believe he's a white guy. And listen, at this particular particular titty bar, they have wings named after him.
That was great. Let's just forego the formalities. Let's just get straight to it.
Like politically correct. Like I was like, screw it.
Gentlemen's club, strip club,
I didn't know
entertainment
what was
club.
coming
We had all
out.
kinds of options, and you went straight for it.
Sports with balls, damn it.
I love it. There you go.
So
In your
If you didn't
face.
know, now you know.
yeah, so, I mean, he has wings. He has wings named after him at this place.
Right. Yeah.
They're
What are they called?
I think Lou Williams Williams wings. Like I don't know,
boring.
but they're named
The
after
Williams
him.
wings.
Something
maybe?
like that.
I'm sure it's got some better name than that. I don't know what they are.
But I'm just saying he went there, and apparently he said he didn't. I don't know if that particular YouTube star rapper got in trouble for posting the video or picture or whatever, but he is going to miss 2 games, it looks like, for the Clippers, but he is going to be allowed back in.
Right. So 10 days is what he has to quarantine, and then going back in. It was the guy on Twitter the rapper who posted the picture. I guess Lou apparently asked him to take it down. Doc Rivers was like, "What the heck are you doing, bro? I excused you for a funeral."
He said he just went to the gentleman's club for just to pick up his own wings.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're taking a picture in there, like, oh, all right. And then also to add to that, the rapper tried to say, "Oh, I'm reminiscing because I missed him," and then he took down the picture. So it's all very sketch.
Yeah.
Way to go, Lou Williams.
It's not sketchy. We know what happened.
I just don't understand why you're Lou Williams. You know, they have DoorDash. They've got, all kinds of options of things you could send some. I mean, if you have to have them like that, you send somebody out to get them for you. Lou, I mean, get some.
Did he eat the wings? Did he eat the wings there, or were they to go?
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I will say this though, it's great promotion for that place because I want to go there and try those wings if they're that good.
I want to know what the Lou Williams wings taste like.
That dude was willing to forego some of the season. They're in a championship run, and this dude's like, forget that. I got to get some wings.
They already lost.
Only 8 games. Yeah, I know. It's like that's it. And speaking of guys that have left the Clippers, I mean, you got Pat Bev as well, Montrezl Harrell, and you got Lou Williams. All former Rockets. Thank gosh they are not with us. Well, I don't want to say that because they're all great players. But, I mean, could you imagine if that happened and, like, D'Antoni would have to come back at him?
Yes, I could. I can totally see Harden doing that.
Could you imagine Austin Rivers doing that and then his dad coming at him and be like, yo, what are you doing? What are you doing?
That would be a fun conversation to hear. Is it coming as a coach or as a father? Like, how do you think that would happen?
He's already fathered him. He's a grown adult, so this has to come as a coach.
Oh, you're always a parent, no matter how old your kids are.
You remember? Do you remember Austin Rivers? How he teed up his dad? It was
yeah.
last season. He was like, get him out of here, get him out of here. And lastly, for our hot topics, right here in Houston, it shocked the city yesterday when we thought Justin Verlander was going to be out for the season due to a Houston Chronicle article saying that he's going to be missing the rest of the season due to elbow injury. When in fact, he came out on Twitter himself saying, okay, it's a forearm strain. I'm hoping for a speedy recovery, and I'm looking to get back out on the field, basically. So,
we had laughed about Kluber to Grant about Kluber getting hurt.
Karma,
shoulder,
man.
And then he
karma.
immediately in our little group text. But and like I said right when this came out, it's a little bit sketchy. I didn't understand it because after the game he said he was just fine. He thought he pitched well, and he did. He pitched great. Gave up 2 solo shots, which is fine, and 1 other hit. Just on 3 hits.
But Verlander gives up solo shots.
Yes, he does. He doesn't ever give them up with people on base. That's just Verlander gives up home runs because he challenges people. He throws heat, and he stares at you and says, "I'm giving you a fastball, and hit it if you can." But it was just weird how it came about because there was he didn't mention afterwards. He didn't say anything to the coach. And then during the game, they busted out, the Houston Chronicle did. And it was just, I thought it was so sketchy.
Weird. During the game, not even waiting until afterwards.
So we find out 10 days he's going to be reevaluated. So, I'm hoping he only misses 3 weeks. We'll see. Maybe 4 starts, maybe at the most 5. We'll see.
We'll see. I'm just so glad McCullers is back. For this situation, for this scenario,
He has some control issues with his curveball. It was all over the place.
Well, he's known for his changeup rather than anything else.
He had the bases loaded in the first inning and threw a ground ball. And then in the second inning, he had 2 men on with 1 out as well. And he got another ground ball, both double plays, which helped him out.
Oh my gosh, this comment.
Uh-oh. Who is it?
Austin.
What'd Austin say?
JV's wife must have been out of town. Forearm strain, ?
Wow.
Oh, dude. Austin,
thanks for contributing to the show, sir. That was a good take right there.
Dude, we've done some...
risky tonight.
Today is Sports with Balls.
I know.
It's on.
We're not even 15 minutes into this thing. Like, that's something you warm up to, isn't it? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess you just go right at it.
We're
That's all
getting
good.
warm. Hot.
Jump in.
We're getting warm. But hey, Sports with Balls, we're so happy that you're with us tonight, and we wouldn't be able to do it without some of our proud sponsors, like here at Prime Social, of course. But we want to thank our main man.
Yeah. Joe Applewhite from Applewhite Realty. I absolutely love this guy. I've known him forever. He is amazing at what he does. And if you are considering a move or know someone that is, call Joe Applewhite at Applewhite Realty, 713-291-5270. Mention Sports with Balls. He'll even help pay for your move. It's Applewhite Realty, 713-291-5270. Residential and commercial. The guy is flat out amazing. If you're moving, give him a call.
Also, if you're moving or if you just need your roof repaired or changed or anything like this, you call our friends at Prime Texas Metal Roofs, whether it's residential or commercial. You can count on these guys for any of your roofing needs. And right now, we know it. We saw it this past weekend. It's
Corpus.
hurricane season. Yes, Corpus got hit pretty hard, unfortunately. But if you call them today for a free, no obligation estimate. So you can choose, you don't have to, but you definitely want to. Call them at 832-755-1440. That's Prime Texas Metal Roofs at 832-755-1440. Mention Sports with Balls and you get that free, no obligation estimate.
And of course, this cannot happen without Construction Concepts.
Yes, Mark and Josh.
My favorite commercial construction company. Construction Concepts is changing corporate culture and one design at a time. For more than 22 years, they have earned a reputation for high-end design and expert building services across multiple industries, from hospitality, corporate, luxury retail, and medical facilities. Their team of experts can update or create a space that exceeds your expectations. Please give them a call at 713-589-2682 or check them out on buildithouston.com.
Oh, I love that.
Man,
I
the
love
people that are
when it
just
goes so
joining
deep.
us, Garrison, Rick, Stan, like, y'all missed some titty bar talk.
Yeah, y'all got to be here at 7.
did.
That's why we start at 7.
You did, but we got to thank one more of our friends, guys, and that's Thiessen Law Firm.
Yes.
Of course, you want to do something, and that is putting their number in your phone, 713-864-9000. That's the direct line for our friends at Thiessen Law Firm, whether you're facing a DWI, a divorce, an assault charge, or any legal curveball. I don't know why that's my noise tonight. But
You just
And that really wasn't a curveball.
I know, and
motion.
that's not even like.
I think a curveball is that. I
Is that
think so.
it?
Yeah, I think that's the curve.
Jeff's got it.
You turn it over.
Yeah, but their super lawyers are obsessed with winning, and they have what it takes to protect you and your rights. So call them at Thiessen Law Firm at 713-864-9000. Also, you can follow them on Instagram and Facebook for social media at Thiessen Law Firm. That is 713-864-9000. And speaking of curveball, like we said, opening weekend was on Thursday, Friday, and then of course, boom, we are in season now for the MLB. It's finally happening.
Yeah,
guys.
it's in full force. I mean, we are going. I mean, look, you've got 4 teams that aren't even playing today because of COVID. You've got. I mean, the question is for me. And by the way, Houston just scored, so it's 3-1 now instead of 3-0.
Yeah, I was about to say it was yeah.
Seattle's up 3-1. What do you think about this fan thing? Okay, so I was watching the Cubs game, right, and they had virtual fans in the stands, which was very interesting. That one, the problem is when they went to different angles, there was no fans, right? So if they had one angle, there was fans in the entire stadium.
Yeah.
And then they changed to another angle, and there's no fans anywhere.
Yeah.
And that was weird to me. If you're going to do virtual fans, just put them in there constantly. And then they, watching other games, there would be no fans anywhere. And then watching other games, there's cardboard cutouts everywhere. And then watching other games, there's cardboard cutouts like in the Astros that just had the Crawford boxes, Right. And by the way, some people troll level is on point with some of these cardboard cutouts, man. Some of those are hysterical, man. I'm sorry, but that's funny.
I feel like it's like they're like targets for like a shooting range. You know what I mean? Like way out there.
I mean, if somebody actually hits one of those, I mean, so what do you think about the no fan thing? And are you okay with the cardboard cutouts? Are you okay with no fans? The virtual reality, how do you like watching it now? So, because we can't be there.
I mean, I don't know if you want to go, Grant, but
Go ahead.
I feel that they're trying the best that they can. You know, it's like, you know, you can only do so much, and they're trying to make the most, like, they're trying to make it as lively as they can, especially for players. We talked about it, like, ourselves. Like, you know, atmosphere can make or break you. And so they're trying to do it, but at the same time, it's like, okay, when you're getting up and performing for a bunch of fake people, how does that feel? I like the pumped-in sound, though.
Yeah, the pumped-in
really
sound.
do.
Whoever does the audio job. By the way, what's up, Butch? Thank you, Dan,
Hey.
Anthony, Pepe. Thank you for watching. The pumped-in sound's pretty cool. But
I was gonna say I was rewatching Texans this weekend, the wild card game against Buffalo, and you know, of course, the fans are packed and everyone's, you know, yelling, and it's like that muffled sound, but of course the cameras are an aerial shot of the plays happening, right? And so I'm like, okay, if this is what continues in the NFL, I'm okay with it, and that's obviously, we don't know what it's going to be like, and that's another conversation.
yeah.
But I like the crowd noise.
Luckily for MLB, I think people are just so desperate for baseball, don't really care. I mean, you know, as far as the crowd and the noise. Yes, I think the pumped-in noise is good because at a baseball stadium, for the most part, it's a hum. It's just a constant hum because you have people talking, you have things going on. So just that constant hum gives you a feeling that there's people there. That would be weird, wouldn't it?
That would be annoying.
Your sound effects today. I mean,
no,
wow.
no. Johnny, we don't need you, man.
Yeah, Johnny, you might take the day off because Lauren's got
it under control. Yeah. But yeah,
I love you, Johnny.
Lauren's
they
on
said
point.
that, not me.
Yeah.
She's calling horses over here.
Getting out, let's go. You're dancing on bars.
Yeah, well, look, that we'll get there one day. Not today.
Yeah, it won't happen today. That's for damn sure. See, y'all made me forget what I was talking about.
We're talking the humming noise.
Yeah, that's right. The humming noise. That's humming noise. I do think the crowd. I think teams are trying to do their deal to make it somewhat interesting. It's still not baseball. I mean, you see baseball going on the field, but it's still. I like to see people in the stands. I like to see people reaching, going for home runs. I like to see the busyness of it. But we want to see baseball, and we don't really care. I mean, even my wife mentioned something. I was watching the game, and she was cooking dinner, and she just said, I haven't heard this in a while. And she's like, what do you mean? She's like, this hasn't happened in a while. And I said, what do you mean? She said, me cooking while you're watching sports. It hasn't happened in a while.
Yeah.
Was she happy about it?
Yeah, she was, just because she knows how much sports is important to me. And it's been weird not having it. So I just think we want sports back, and we'll take it however we get it.
I did the same thing. Like, I was cooking and in the kitchen and just having it on the TV in the background, you know? So I like that noise being pumped in. I mean, granted, you know, you look up every now and then because if it's a game, if it's not the Astros, I'm not watching almost every pitch. I want to have it on in the background and watching the Yankees play or whoever's on TV. Yeah. It's just fun to have it back on the television. The crowd thing, gonna have to get used to that, man. I'm not a big fan of any of it. It's awkward.
No. I'm not a fan of it. It's just you kind of have your choices, and you say, would you rather have no fans or no baseball? And you know, I'd rather take baseball and no fans. Yeah. But yes, I want to get it done as quick as we can so we get people back in the park.
Yes. Instead of seeing them on the Zoom.
Yes.
I know some people.
Oh, that was terrible. That's another part of it. I was
like, they're trying, you know.
Dude,
it's like you can't.
They tried to
hate
zoom
them
in
for
the woo with
they
Reddit.
did.
Oh, I was like, shut up. Like, you know, it's people already think it's annoying at the ballpark. Now you get a bunch of 12 people on your screen going wee wee wee. It's now I'm doing sound effects.
Yeah.
See, it's not just me. It's not just me.
Something's in the food over here. Prime Social. Thank you guys.
And speaking of food, there are some specials here tonight, and we're going to get to see a little bit of that a little later on. So stick with us, of course, here at Prime Social. But we're
going to actually see them, right? Like they're going to bring out plates of the food.
No, it's gonna be virtual, like the MLB.
I want to make sure because I don't want to sit here and start getting hungry, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, we're just going to talk about it."
No, we'll just let you see it.
You're gonna gorge right in front of the cameras.
It's all kinds of food. Y'all check it out. There you go.
That's him. All right, and moving from the MLB, what I mentioned earlier about the NFL, like, is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? We know preseason's not happening. But as far as the crowd noise, the fake noise, all that stuff, are we in favor of having the MLB, what they're doing, and crossing it over to the NFL?
Well, the NFL, luckily, like we said many shows ago, has the opportunity to watch what's going on with the NBA and MLB, and they're learning from all this, and soccer. Soccer did an incredible job with all this too. By the way, the girls Houston won the championship.
Yeah.
Good
Dash.
for them. The Houston Dash. J.J. Watt's wife left. Sorry.
I know. Now she's with the Stars, Chicago.
But like the NFL has a chance to learn from all this, and hopefully they put in protocols. So the NFLPA and the NFL, the players, in the NFL, the owners came up with a plan. So nobody's upset about that anymore. And from all intents and purposes, their plan is to have fans. And they're learning from what's going on right now.
Yeah, like 30 or 50% or something. I think college football was, and I know that's such an icky
We're
subject
gonna have to do
get
a
into.
college football
But
special.
isn't like hockey about to start as well?
What was that? Was that your hockey swing? That was terrible.
What is up tonight?
I don't know. Curveball's off. Your
something
hockey
going
swing is
on.
You
terrible.
want to show us your curveball?
She's like, that is. I was wondering what that was. I didn't know. I'm glad you said hockey. I had no
There's-
clue.
your turn.
Golf?
Yeah. But hockey's starting up. Yeah,
It's a fun time here at Prime Social. I'm telling you what. Come join us, man.
yeah. Lauren's
Join us.
entertaining. You're entertaining me tonight. I like it.
It was the
This is great.
Grant Miles show on last Monday, and
Yeah. Now it's Lauren.
now it's the LL show.
Yeah.
Hey, and guess what? Astros are up 4-3.
Woo! Somebody must have did something.
Yeah, someone did. Oh, exactly. Yes, Johnny J. And Johnny J. I don't know when your Yankees. How you feel
They're-
about your
they're
Yankees
off
and
now
their situation
because,
because of the testing and all that stuff? But
There you go.
we
There's your
don't know
answer.
when they're going to come back. A big trade that happened was Jamal Adams. We all know this top 3 defensive player from the New York Jets. No more with Darnold, and now he's with Wilson and the Seahawks. So I ask about this because a trade. Who wins the trade here? Because what Seattle gave up was, I believe, 2 picks and their strong safety Bradley McDougald.
Seattle is an incredibly defensive team, or incredible defensive team already, and this makes them a lot stronger. I believe Seattle does. I mean, they already have a team that has a chance to go to the Super Bowl. That, for fantasy purposes, this is an amazing team. I mean, Russell Wilson kills it every year. He's got his receivers, and now he has a defense behind him that, I mean, he can take shots down the field. This is a win for Seattle. And look, the Jets need to get rid of him. Le'Veon Bell put out some tweet that nobody could understand. And did you read that?
Yeah. I did.
I almost posted it because I was like, "What?" I could not understand what he was trying to say. People were trying to break it down. It was pretty funny. But the Jets, I don't know if they're in a rebuilding. Well, they are. They got to be in a rebuilding, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah. I think the Jets kind of
they have been.
They've been for a little bit. Yeah. So they're in a. I think that they got what they needed. They get him out, and they got, draft picks, and, they get a safety. So they're all right with it.
Can we just, read this Le'Veon Bell tweet? And
Go ahead.
I would love Grant to read it in his, voice
Do you
of
want
reason.
to read what he said?
Which one is it?
It's right here.
This is this is his response because Jamal Adams wanted into New York so bad and lobbied to get into the Jets.
And then he wanted
so
out.
bad, and now he was lobbying to get out, and this was Le'Veon Bell's response.
People do all the hooting and hollering to get you brought in just to leave, LOL. Like, people weird, yo. The internet got these dudes doing whatever for attention, even when they tell you shit they don't believe themselves. Is that it?
Yes.
Did I hit it?
What is...
You did
Okay,
good.
good.
I was like, what do you mean the internet got people doing... I just don't understand it. I don't know what he was trying to get at. But, listen, I think Seattle wins because they become a better defensive team, and I think the Jets get some draft picks and a really good player, and, if they're in the rebuilding stage, what they've been in for a while, like we said. So, good for them. I mean, they got rid of the guy and got something for him.
Jets won this.
Whoa.
Oh, somebody
Big
hit a
time.
homer. I'm just watching the replay.
Yes.
I don't know. Is that Yuli that hit a home run?
Oh,
No, is that Springer? No, that's Bregman. Bregman finally got his home run. Good job, Breg.
It was Brex?
Yeah.
Back to me.
All right.
Back to me. So, I think the Jets won this thing
Wow.
big time.
Yeah.
This trade. Because you got to think about what's been given up recently for picks. The fact that you got to think about it. Steelers only had to give up one first-round pick for Minkah Fitzpatrick. Only one. In order to get a safety, granted, an extremely talented safety, one of the top ones in the league, they got 2 first-round picks, a starting safety, and a third-round pick.
Yeah.
So in the next 2 years, the Jets will have in the first 2 rounds, they'll have 5 picks each year. That's a haul right there. And for a
Definitely
team
rebuilding.
like the Jets that is trying to rebuild and in a situation where they've got a young quarterback and they do have some ground now where they can build and develop, because the Jets have been a joke for
long time.
10 years.
Long time. I mean,
10 years at least.
yeah.
Sam Darnold.
I was gonna say, what did he have? What was it that he got last year and he was out?
I don't
Mono.
remember.
Mono.
Oh, mono. Yeah,
He got
that's
mono.
right.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a whole.
Who gets
other
mono? I mean, when is the last time you heard anybody that got out because of mono?
Mono, and then
I've never heard
COVID.
of that. Maybe in Little League or some like little Pee Wee League or
Are you
something.
talking about Washington football team?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not
Did
talking
you
about
see
Washington football
that-
team.
Did
I
you
don't want to
see
talk about
their
those
logo?
losers.
What they have? Did you see? So
The
in
W,
The
right?
W.
No, but in the end zone now it says Washington. All right, so it's going to say Washington in the end zone, and then at the bottom it'll say football team established in I think 1926 or whatever, 1956.
I've
Whatever.
seen
it
that
was.
logo. I didn't know that's what they were putting.
Yeah,
on the
so that's
field.
what they're painting in the end zone. Washington in red. The colors are going to stay the same, and then football team established in whatever.
So
year
it's
they
like
established.
college where you have just like the name.
That's it.
Oh,
And then football team below it in little letters, and then established. In
Why
blah,
even?
blah, blah.
I think, like I told y'all last week, I think Daniel Snyder's doing a bit. I think
could
he
be.
is, just because he could just put Washington in the end zone and be done with it.
Yep.
But now he's putting football team, and he's like, okay, y'all wanna hate on my team? Here you go. Here's a Washington football team.
Interesting story.
Good point.
Another thing that came out real quick with your Dallas Cowboys is
Yeah.
one of the ex-coaches said that Dak does not want back next year.
Brian Brodus, one of their used to be a scout for the Cowboys, who's now kind of doing what we're doing. He's obviously got people in this team that he knows,
Yes.
that are giving him information. And basically, the scuttlebutt is Dak is just done with the front office of Dallas, and he wants out.
Hey, Garrett, this is a good point. Garrett
I know.
Williams.
I was literally was just about to say that. Reminder: the Texans didn't get a single first-round pick for Hopkins.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's our GM. Love that guy. And he's our head coach too. So.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying. The fact that they got what they got, the Jets. I mean, that was amazing. But yeah, Dak saying he doesn't want to be.
Maybe
to
is
be a
AJ
Dallas
Hinch
Cowboy.
is AJ Hinch over there in the Jets organization, or Lunau? Sorry, it'd be Lunau.
I'm about to say he's coaching baseball. And,
Yeah.
And then some football.
Well, I mean, just in the fact that like obviously there's a good GM in the New York Jets, you know.
Yeah,
And
he's an actual general manager.
he's an
Yeah.
actual general manager.
Yeah.
Well, which one is Bill O'Brien? Is he an actual coach or an actual general manager?
Well, unfortunately for Bill, he's right now doesn't have a good track record on either one of them.
Either one.
I
Yep.
know.
And I'm the one that defends him. I'm the one that sticks up for Bill O'Brien, but he still needs to prove himself.
Who is he? What's a list of people that he's brought here?
No, it's the people he's gotten rid of and like didn't do contracts. I mean, God, I mean,
Brought Tunsil.
he's just been
He did bring Tunsil.
he's
Yes.
been
That's
a
right.
really, really, really bad. He doesn't know how to handle the draft. Our draft picks have been absolute crap. You know,
But
So,
how do you know though? They
haven't
haven't
seen
really had a
Johnson
chance to play yet.
I mean, he had his hand in. He's in the draft room. I mean, we'll see what happens with the Texans this year. And speaking of the Texans, Watson came out with on an interview yesterday talking about he needs to get paid, and this will be his biggest contract. And he said I don't remember the exact one or the exact words, but he said this is the one, your first one coming off of your
Rookie.
contract. You know, your first signing, which he's right, is going to be the biggest one. So this should scare a lot of Texans fans. I don't know how much he's going to want, but if he comes out and throws, like we said, 43 touchdowns, he's going to want a lot of money.
Well, for sure. I know this is his year to show out or go home. Someone's going to get him. I mean, I remember at the beginning of this year, like way off season, like January or February, saying, he's going to be a Patriot next year.
Yep.
And that was, I mean, obviously before Brady was gone, but they're like, he's gonna get taken up like
No,
that
Cam.
because they know what he can do. They know the arm that he has, and obviously he scrambles so much because he has to.
So I will say, if they end up losing Watson, then my arguments or defense I've had of Bill O'Brien goes out the door. Because what I'm saying is, and my thought is, he's been setting up to be able to compensate Watson when the time is ready.
You have said that. That's right. Yeah.
So that's what my theory is. But
Well, I
if it
mean-
happens that way, then yeah, Bill O'Brien's screwed this whole thing up. But if he's trying to keep Watson, then
and that's why you said they got rid of Hopkins. So the
that's
fact that
that's
they're
my thought. I mean,
making
that's why they're
more
just
room.
preparing for that. Absolutely.
They gave Tunsil the biggest deal. I mean, so we'll see. I mean, look, he's got this year and maybe next year to prove himself. And I think I said this a long time ago when we were doing the football thing. This is his year this is make it or break it for Bill O'Brien. Because Watson's on it last year. If they go into losing record, Watson's going to come out and be pissed, and he's going to want to go somewhere with big money.
You're saying this last year for Watson or Bill?
It is. Yeah.
You said Bill?
Well, if
I'm
he's got 2
you
years,
said that.
But they'll let him go or move him to one or the other, because if he has a losing season, they're going to be pissed, and then if he loses Watson, look, the fans are going to absolutely disintegrate him. They're going to be like, get him out of town.
Freaking Cal McNair is in love with them.
I agree.
They're so conservative. They never let go of anyone. And like we said last season, whenever they lost against the Chiefs, what did they do? They promoted Bill O'Brien. So it's like, I don't think that there's any last chances for O'Brien.
But if you're somebody that doesn't like Bill O'Brien, you at least, like I was last year with Garrett, you at least have to be happy that you're in a position like this, because like you said, it's make or break.
Yep.
So you can either Bill O'Brien can either be very successful and win, and they do a great job, which your team wins. How can you be disappointed in that? Or they're not, and he loses a job. I mean, that's the benefit of what could happen. But Texans fans have complained all the time about offensive line. He goes out and gets an offensive lineman, and he signs them, so that's good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard that
Astros
plenty.
scored again. Astros up 5-3.
Woohoo!
Get 'em.
Yeah, where's that crowd noise, Johnny J?
Yeah. We need that pumped in. We need some pumped in crowd noise.
Hey, I mean, they do it on TV. Why not have it here too?
That's right.
But hey, speaking of the NFL, came out. No preseason games.
They're
How
excited.
do we feel about this?
Well, I'm pissed off because it moves my fantasy football draft back.
Well, I'm pissed off. Let me tell you why.
Because of
Is that what I
fantasy
sound
football.
like? I'm that
I don't
big of a
think so.
country accent?
I don't think so. I don't know
No,
what that
I was just
was.
thinking, putting a hat on. I'm pissed off. Anyway.
Y'all.
Just so you know, I like this, Lauren Lil.
This
is
Lauren,
fun.
whatever
I like
you
this.
did prior to this show,
Yes.
Lauren, keep it up.
Oh, it's gone. That's why. This is gone.
Oh,
The Red Bull's
I
gone.
went to the bar, of course. I needed
We've
a little
gotta-
wake me up. I had a run earlier. It's
Will
been
it
a
woke you
long
up?
day.
you had to run a
Woke you up.
10K?
Oh, yeah.
We're not even going to get there.
All right.
Or at least yet.
We still have 20 minutes left.
No. So you're not a fan of the preseason. I think the preseason, I think no one has liked the preseason in general.
I'm okay
it's
with
only
it.
to make money.
Well, look, the reason...
And to see it
I think the rookies
deep
and those guys
talent.
need a shot. And most of those games are played with the guys that just never have shots to make the NFL through college or whatnot. And, some of these guys end up making it. The guys that didn't get drafted, they end up hustling. It gives those guys opportunities to make the team. And that part of it, it sucks because now they have, their 60-man roster, and it's just boom, that's it.
And that's what the XFL was for. I was
Yep.
so excited for guys that didn't get their chance, and then they got their chance, and now it's gone away. Ugh.
Well, the
Are you a
only
fan
thing,
of no preseason or preseason?
I'm fine either way, and I'm kind of both. Just because, I mean, if you put me online, I'd say I'm not a fan of preseason. The only thing I'd say about preseason is that I think if you ask coaches, I think when training camp starts through practices and everything like that, I think coaches can look at a player in practice and be like, that dude can make the team. I think the preseason is to figure out who's going to be on your practice squad. Yes, there are stories about guys that make it from training camp and make the roster and all that stuff, but I also think coaches have a good idea watching practice every day.
Cinderella.
That dude can make the team.
Well, that's what they're going to have to do now is basically line up game time things in practice. And look, the one thing that everybody hated about preseason was injuries. That's what was the main thing that all the starters hated that, because every year there was one, like a tight end, like a Travis Kelce or somebody like that would get their knee blown out in the second preseason game just doing absolutely nothing. And so that's what from a player standpoint that are already got these big contracts and already making money, that's that's why they could care less. They're already they're ready to go. But practices now are going to have to be game time feel.
Hey, college football didn't have a preseason.
Yeah.
There you go.
They start right off the bat.
Different
So,
speed.
I know, but you would say that those guys spend a lot more time together in their professional ranks than they do in college as far as practices, OTAs, all that kind of stuff. So
I mean, I think you can say all this stuff about preseason and showing the deeper talent and third, fourth string guys, but it's also just about making the money too. It's all about the networks and the stadium and get the fans in there that aren't normally there.
The almighty dollar.
Right.
I'm okay with having a couple games. And if they have none, I'm cool with that too. I just don't like the idea of 4 preseason. I think that's just way too much.
Sure, and that they were going to cut it down anyways. You know,
Right.
they were going to go down to 2 regardless.
Right.
But they just went ahead because of what's going on.
Right. I like it.
To wipe it out.
I like not having
I'm
it.
all right
I'm good with that.
It just moves back my fantasy football draft. I like doing that.
I'm excited to see you because we haven't done this
Are we
together.
starting one?
Yeah, we're gonna
Are
do
we doing
one.
one?
We
We're
haven't
gonna
done
do-
this. We haven't done this together when you've done fantasy. To get in the NFL.
I
So
mean,
fantasy football, Jeff. I'm excited to see.
Yeah, I love it, and I can't wait till we start doing our picks. We're gonna do, you're gonna have your picks every Thursday. We'll do a section for, basically gambling. Right, we're here at Prime Social playing poker.
Boom.
You know, I've never done I don't like fantasy football. I don't do it.
Really?
Why?
I just don't.
I can't
Oh, you're in
speak
this
on
year.
this.
I've got 1, 2,
I know, I'll do it
3.
this year.
We've
I'm
got
into
4.
it,
I'm
but-
sure my brother who's watching, Sean, will be in, and then I bet Austin will be in. Yeah, that's
I'm
why
sure Garrett will
I
be
counted
in.
you in, Johnny. I counted you in. We'll get Ebonics in there. We'll have a few people in there.
Yeah.
Probably
Wait,
our
do you-
sponsors. We'll get Joe Applewhite, Mark Thiessen, Mark and Josh, and then there we are.
Yeah.
Do the 12-person team.
Have you ever done MLB or NBA fantasy?
I don't do any fantasy.
No fantasy. Do you bet in the
No.
games?
Well, you can say that now. You can.
My bookie
and that's what
or,
that's what I'm looking forward to. Is when we
Oh,
start. Jeff and
man.
I were talking about that. We start talking about some games against the spread. That'll be fun.
Yeah,
You bet?
the spread will be different this year. Generally speaking, with the spread with football, you start off -3 for the home team. Because of because of crowd.
Yeah.
And you're at home.
That will be interesting.
I want to see how Vegas puts it now. I want to know if they 2 points in either direction is huge
Yes.
for a line. So I'm interested to see how Vegas puts these lines coming out, especially the first week. If you're an avid gambler, the first week is going to be a really interesting. I mean, it should be pretty easy if you gamble a lot to pick the first week games, but you never know.
Right.
We'll have to look at all that stuff when it comes, and we're going to have a segment for that. We're going to have a whole football special. We're going to have a fantasy football special. We're going to have a segment where Grant picks his games every Thursday, and obviously we're not going to go through every one of them,
Right.
but we'll go through
The
4
hot ones.
4 or 5 really good ones.
Yeah.
So we'll see when that comes up.
Yes, sir. I'm excited.
NFL, we got any other NFL news?
I was literally just pulling up something that was just put out about Roger Goodell. He sent a letter to fans outlining the league plans to play during this pandemic and everything like that. So it says the COVID-19 will continue to present a major challenge to nearly every area of American life. Football is no exception. He continued saying, every step of the way, our focus has been the safety of players, coaches, personnel, fans, and communities. All the safeties and rules and regulations as I'm seeing. But yeah, the NFL in 2020 will not look like other years. We all know this.
Yeah, we'll see if they have fans. There's been
Coaches will be tested.
There's been 30% things for fans that people have come out with 50% fans. It all depends on what happens in the next few months. It really does. And how baseball reacts to this. I mean, if other teams start really getting really hurt by this, then I'm sure football is going to be affected by that, and they have to come up with different rules. I mean, this is something that people haven't been obviously used to. It's all new, so everything's going to be fly by the seat of your pants. Whatever happens, and you just got to figure it out whenever it does.
Training camp literally is next week. Next
Yep.
week.
And that's what's been so crazy about with this COVID thing in sports. What
are you doing?
I know, she's
next
awful.
week.
This is.
Dude.
I'm just glad you're getting all this on
Maybe.
camera.
Oh,
Well,
is
I
it
had a
because it's not
coffee-
sugar free?
I had a coffee earlier and then this, maybe. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going
This
on,
is
y'all.
fun.
This
I
has
like
been the
this.
best part of my day. So
Yeah.
that's what I should be for you too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Hey,
most
Thomas
definitely.
just said Bregman hit his 100th home run of his career. Potential record. tainted-
Already?
That's a potential record tainted by a 2017 scandal. Whatever, Thomas. He's a Cubs fan, so
Cubs.
we'll just leave it at that.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll leave you in the north. But thank you for watching.
The White Sox are better
Appreciate you,
this year.
Thomas.
The White Sox. You think the White Sox are going to be better than the Cubs?
I think they are.
I think they are.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
They're really good, actually.
Lauren thinks they are. Lauren, I think they are.
Lauren is fired
I
up
think
today.
they are.
This is good.
I was looking at Jeff asking that, but Lauren chipped in. She's like, "Oh yeah, I think they are."
They're projected to be great, and they have been great so far.
And listen,
But-
there's some other
like your
news that I wanted to get to before we get to Grant's thing. We got some food coming out. Mike Tyson fighting Roy Jones Jr. I put it out on Monday. The trailer. This is, in my opinion, will be the biggest pay-per-view fight ever.
Ever?
Ever. I don't see anybody not watching this fight. because they're going to come out with more trailers. They're going to come out with more things. Like, this is going to be insane. Mike Tyson already came out and said he only fights one speed. He doesn't know, he's going out there to fight.
So I was watching a video on George Foreman being asked about this.
Yeah, me too. I saw that.
You saw that?
Yep.
You saw that? And he was like, you know what? It's like when you get at a certain age, of course, when you're knocked out, like it takes a toll on your body. You can't just shake it off like whenever you're younger. And then I saw Mike Tyson's little interview that he did, and they were like, what does it feel like going up against someone so much younger who is already in the shape? And he was like, I'm good. I'm good to go. I'm gonna get in better. You know, I have the physicality, but I'm gonna get better as far as like endurance and all this.
Yeah,
goes.
he had to do more running and get it. Physically he looks amazing. Now, what Foreman was saying, he's scared one of these people is gonna get hurt.
Right, hurt.
You're in your 50s, but Foreman went after it. He played till he's 55. I see food coming. Check out this food, y'all.
Time for Prime Social Food. Okay.
What we got here? What's with this one? The New
my
York
gosh,
strip.
This looks delicious.
Asparagus, got jalapeno garlic butter and garlic mashed potatoes.
Oh,
This is going to be our filet mignon.
filet mignon. New York strip, filet mignon.
This is our ribeye.
The ribeye.
And I'm bringing the pork.
Golly.
I don't know if you can get that.
I know y'all wish y'all were here.
Goodness. I cannot wait. He said this one has jalapeno. That has my name on it. I love the spicy foods, y'all. Ooh.
I'm so pissed right now.
Yeah.
So Jeff's got something going on. He can't necessarily eat that much protein,
arthritis.
right?
Yeah, my arthritis kicked up, and I cannot have protein, like too much protein. But I'm definitely gonna have to. I'm sorry, I'm taking a bite. I've got my medicine now, so I'm gonna do it.
Hey guys, so the thing is that they're going on here at Prime Social.
Yes.
is what they got is steak night, and is that every Monday or that's every Monday, right?
Yes.
So they have the New York strip, and it's $22.99. Then they have the ribeye,
ribeyes
which
over
is
here.
$22.99. And then they also have the filet mignon, which is $19.99,
Mm-hmm.
and then the DBI bone pork chop, which is $14.99.
She's bringing
The
Yeah,
double
it's
bone.
not
It's a
here yet.
double
Yeah,
bone.
which, yeah.
Pork chop. It'll be here in a minute. So
Exactly. And you know what's really cool? They got something going on this Saturday, too, at 2 p.m. They will be having a 10K guarantee, no limit Hold'em tournament. So come hungry, guys, because they'll have these food. They have the restaurant, and it's going to be a lot of fun here at Prime Social. And Jeff's laughing at me. Oh, my gosh.
Explain the 10K.
yeah. You know what 10K is? Because prior to the show, you thought they were going to have a 10K run. She's like,
You know, K is another word
She
for
looks at me and says,
1,000.
where are they going to do this? And I was like,
You're
well,
like,
right here.
here.
She's like, well,
I'm
they
like-
can't run in here.
Okay, I don't play poker. Obviously, last show, y'all know about my first time to Vegas.
Take off
okay?
running down Westheimer and Voss
Yeah.
on a Saturday. Bam.
After you've had a steak.
Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh, this smells so good.
It does look
Smells
on
I
awesome.
just
awesome. Here comes the
it's-
chop.
Oh, here comes the pork chop that we said.
Here, put it in.
All
Bring it on.
All right.
This is the double bone-in pork chop with
Jeez.
a coffee crust.
Double bone and pork
Coffee
chop with a
crust.
coffee crust. That's interesting.
Dude, I'm going to need to go boxes. Woo,
This
well,
is
maybe
nuts.
not. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
Man.
while we test this out, Grant, you want to tell us some history?
Yeah.
Oh,
Grant,
geez,
what's
yeah.
up?
We can talk about that. Is it my turn?
This
I
is,
like it when it's my turn.
dude, you better hurry up.
Okay.
No, that's why I was like,
So-
while we go ahead and eat, he
That's
can just read these off.
That's cool.
No, I'm
So,
just kidding. I'm
as
just
everybody
kidding.
knows, today is July 27th, and this is the time when we talk about history. Gather around, everyone. Time for history.
Oh, sounds like a campfire segment.
July 27th, 1946. Did you know that the Boston Red Sox, Rudy York, hits 2 grand slams in one game? He ends up getting 10 RBIs in that game. 2
Wow.
grand slams, one game. 1946, Rudy York. July 27th, 1978. 78's a great year. July 27th, 1978. Did you know that Indians' Dwayne Culper is the third to hit 2 bases-loaded triples in one game versus the Yankees? 2 bases-loaded triples.
Bam.
Wow.
Yo, this is really good. Man, these potatoes are on point.
I'm going to get through this so I can eat. 1992. This is some local news here.
Okay.
1992, July 27, 1992. Today, the Astros began a 26-game road trip to make room for the Republican National Convention that was in town that year.
Wow. Interesting.
27-game road trip.
We just got Altuve just hit in the Crawford boxes.
Tuve hit a homer.
Yeah.
Astros
Because
are up.
nobody's in there.
Hey, that's where all the cutouts are.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
yes. Couple more. 1999, July 27th, 1999. Did you know that Tony Hawk is the first skateboarder to land a 900?
Yeah, I remember that.
Wow.
Today was the day he did that.
It was funny because I watched that entire thing live, and the time had run out.
Yeah.
But they had let him extend it. He tried it I think he got it on the 5th try.
Yeah.
Afterwards, he finally did it. And
Yeah, I mean, if he's going to do that, let the time go. That's fine.
it was amazing.
Sure.
And then big news, this was not only sports, but America. July 27th, 1996, did you know that a bomb explodes at the Atlanta Olympic Park, killing one person and injuring 110?
Wow.
Today was the day when that happened.
Damn.
Man, that's
at the
not
Atlanta
good
Olympic Park.
news.
It's not good news.
That just made me sad.
Well, eat some food. It'll make you feel better.
Now Jeff's with the noises.
So just 3 birthdays I want to tell y'all. So July 27th, 1961, Ed Ogeron was born in La Rose, Louisiana.
All right.
There you go. There you go. Give us an Ed Ogeron impersonation. I like that. 1975.
Getting into that.
I just cut that
That's the one that I
with a
wanted to
butter
try.
knife.
Not the
fillet.
potatoes, right?
1975, Alex Rodriguez was
Holy
born
shit.
in New York City, New York. And then I got to leave with this one last. 1993, July 27th, Jordan Spieth was born in the great town of Dallas, Texas.
You said
Today,
1997?
1993.
And went to the great
Okay.
college of
Hookham.
UT.
Went to UT. UT great. Won quite a few majors, and then all of a sudden decided not to play golf well anymore.
It was
Yeah,
weird.
what happened? He
I
kind
have
of just
no idea.
went off.
It's
like,
sort of
He didn't
strange
do
'cause,
like Tiger. He didn't hit a fire hydrant, so that didn't take his golf away. So
it
I don't
was
know.
strange because one of his best friends, Thomas, Justin Thomas, they were best friends, and Justin Thomas started taking off.
Yeah.
And there was supposed to be a rivalry, but they were friends, but it never. He just, I don't know what happened to Jordan Spieth. I really don't. I don't know if it was his iron game or whatever, because I watched a ton of golf, as you guys know, and Jordan Spieth just, man.
What do you remember? It was the one Masters. He was about to win his second one. Like, he was in the lead. He was going to final day. I thought he was going to win his second Masters.
He was up 3 strokes with 2 holes to play and choked.
Lost it.
Dude, he hit it in the water.
And he hadn't been the same
on
since.
17.
He hadn't been the same since. I think that's, as we know, sports is a lot mental, and I think that just kind of messed him up a little bit. But yeah, I wonder what happened with Jordan.
Austin, my fat ass is about to come eat that food if y'all know.
Grant hasn't even got to try it
I
yet.
haven't.
Grant,
I
which
haven't.
one? Which
Let
one
me
are
try
you
the
going
pork
Look,
for?
chop.
so
Might do
that's
pork
the
chop,
pork
yes.
chop.
I
We
was
got the
trying
filet,
to,
New
break
York
off
strip,
of it, but I could
ribeye.
not.
Man, thank you, Prime Social.
Thank you so much, Prime Social. We love being here.
Dude.
Monday nights is our second time, and look, we're already getting the deal. But look,
Johnny,
you
hold
can
on,
too.
man. Johnny's trying to come up here
Johnny
and eat. Johnny,
wants-
hold on. Chill out. Go back. You're all right, man. You got plenty of time, brother.
Again, y'all, we're up here at Prime Social. We told you guys we want to thank them. Also want to thank Joe Applewhite and Applewhite Realty. Just an amazing guy. Listen, if you're going to consider a move or know someone that is, call Joe Applewhite, Applewhite Realty, 713-291-5270. Mention Sports with Balls. He'll even help you pay for your move. Joe Applewhite at Applewhite Realty,
That's a thick pork chop, man.
713-291-5270. Residential and commercial. Joe's got it for you.
Joe's your man. And of course, like we said, we're out here at 7801 Westheimer. That is Prime Social Club. So much fun out here. We love it. There's people playing. Like you said, there's 5
Damn.
tables, pool. Oh,
That's some. That's the
it's really
bomb.
good.
That
It's
pork
bomb.
chop's
It's
the
bomb.
bomb.
And
Listen.
of course, like he said, the food is delicious. We're trying it as we speak. You come
Gabriel,
up
my
here.
boy Gabriel the cook. Woo!
Yeah,
He's right here.
yeah.
Thank you, my man.
We got the New York
Golly.
strip. Which one of these is a New York strip? It's 22.
That was right. Well, yeah. Filet. This is a strip. Let me tell you.
All right, so we got the strip, $22.99. Jeff's trying it out.
Oh,
You know what I
Boom,
like
boom,
is how when we
boom,
started this,
boom.
Jeff was like, you know what? I'm going to have to be out on this, guys. I'm sorry.
I know,
can't
like
do
I
this.
can't eat it protein
Now-
right
now
now,
Jeff
but
can't
he's
talk.
like, oh
I don't
yeah.
have another show till Thursday, which is our basketball show.
Oh yeah, we
So I
got
can lay in
our
bed.
basketball special, NBA special. Last week was our MLB special. That was really fun here as well. So we got
Good God.
we got that. We got the ribeye that is $22.99. We move on over to the filet mignon, which is $19.99, and then the
This is dope. Keep going.
The filet mignon.
Yeah, no, you're killing it
Did I
tonight,
say
Lauren.
it?
Go.
Did I say it wrong?
You're killing it.
Filet
Keep it up.
mignon?
Keep going.
Keep it up.
You're on point.
You're killing it.
Filet mignon.
We won't even talk anymore.
Filet
You just
mignon.
talk the whole time.
It's the mignon.
All right, so
This is your show the
and then
rest
we
of the
got
time.
the DVI
I'll
bone
eat.
pork chop, which is $14.99. So you can get all of these here at Prime Social for steak night. And then again, if you just want to come up here, become a first-time member, you get your first hour for for free. How cool does it sound? Or you can also play for getting a hat, a t-shirt, or get half-price food. That is all your choice here at Prime Social.
Or run a 10K.
Yeah, you can run. You can run
exactly.
a 10K.
Saturday,
Lauren will be up here.
Yeah.
I'll be up here. I'll got my tennis shoes on.
Ready to go.
I'll be all ready to go. But Saturday, like they said at 2 p.m., they are hosting a 10K guaranteed no limit hold'em tournament. So that means you can come up here and play no hold'em tournament. You can also come hungry, like I said. Get all these foods. It's going to be great and excellent here at Prime Social. But we also got to thank our guys at Prime Texas Metal Roofs. They do all kinds of roofing for your roofing needs. It's hurricane season. You know you want to get your roof fixed. You need something happens to it. You call them, and they do residential, commercial. You can count on them for any of your roofing needs. Call them with a free, no-obligation estimate at 832-755-1440. That is Prime Texas Metal Roofs. Call them, and it's a free, no-obligation estimate when you mention Sports with Balls. And, hey, Grant, can you stop chewing for a second?
Sure. I gotta.
We're gonna have to do an after show like live.
TV.
Yeah.
So here, all
Sorry,
right.
I forgot what we were doing. And then, is this last? Because I didn't want to say last. Last time I said last, but
It's
not
not last.
least.
We
And
still
it's
got
not
these.
You
last.
did, and you were wrong.
I know, my bad. So next we go to Construction Concepts. Construction Concepts is changing corporate culture one design at a time. The pork chop screwed me up. For more than 22 years.
It was just so good.
I know. They have earned a reputation for high-end design and expert building services across multiple industries, from hospitality, corporate, luxury retail, and medical facilities. The team of experts can update or create a space that exceeds your expectations. Give them a call at 713-589-2682, or you can check them out at buildithouston.com.
Yep.
That
My
is
boys.
right. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing. Construction Concepts, you are amazing. I'm laughing at Jeff over here, who's just like picking up the asparagus.
Well, y'all better hurry up and finish.
Eating it like it's a Cheeto.
I'm done. I'm out. Just turn my mic
Of
off.
course, we gotta thank our friends at Thiessen Law Firm as well. We need you to do something, and we need you to put their number in your phone. That is 713-864-9000. That's a direct number for our friends at Thiessen Law Firm. If you're facing a DWI, a divorce, an assault charge, or any other legal curveball, they got you covered. Their super lawyers are obsessed with winning and have what it takes to protect you and your rights. So give them a call at 713-864-9000. Follow them on social media too, Instagram and Facebook. They are at Thiessen Law Firm. Once again, give them a call at 713-864-9000.
Dude, Gabriel, this is on point, my man. This is on point.
That pork chop is amazing.
Hey, that's the only thing I can really chow down on. So don't be hogging the pork chop. You want some?
not.
You want some sirloin?
You know what I've realized? I'm right-handed.
New York strip?
I
It's New York
cannot
strip.
eat with my left hand. I'm really struggling over here.
But I say, don't swing
People,
it
I'm
on
sure
my
people
computer.
are watching and going, "What? He is struggling with that fork and knife." So I'm
Astros
right-handed.
just scored another run, 8-3, doing
Yeah.
well. Any final thoughts, Grant?
The pork chop's excellent.
There you go.
And Stars. I know nobody cares about hockey around here, but NHL's starting up pretty soon. Go Stars.
I used to love the Dallas Stars. Mike Modano days, Brett Hull.
Well, hey, Stars got a good squad. Stars got a chance. So
We'll do a 2-minute hockey segment one day.
And hence the crickets. 2-minute hockey
nobody
segment.
I'm
nobody
kidding.
asked you, Johnny.
I'm kidding.
Nobody asked you.
I'll go back to the MLB.
He's
and
from New
NFL
York.
And New
Oh,
York.
listen, I wanted to say one thing. Do you have the Pittsburgh Pirates? Do you have her name that started?
That is right.
I wanted to say congratulations to this girl, the first manager for an MLB team.
So she is first baseman coach.
Giants.
The Giants. Alyssa Nakin. Not sure if that's how you say it, but yeah, first woman on-field coach. She sends a jersey to the Baseball Hall of Fame. So
Good.
yes,
Good
women
job for
are
her.
making their way.
Good job for her.
Yes.
Thursday.
Thank goodness.
Thursday, stay tuned. We are going to do our NBA special because that is the day the NBA kicks off in the bubble. So we'll have everything. We'll break it down. Obviously, the Mavericks, Rockets, try to do Clippers, Lakers, break down your top team, give you some long shots. And, Thursday will be all about the NBA. But thank you for paying attention.
I believe Thursday James had 24 points. Last night he had 31 points. So I'm super excited to see him. The 1-2 punch.
I'm
with
not the
Westbrook.
biggest Rockets fan, so this is going to be an interesting Thursday.
Oh,
so
it
we'll
is.
see.
I thought you were. I know
Interesting.
that you're the Mavs fan.
You're damn right.
But you don't have a jersey, but that's okay.
I have a jersey. At
Oh
home.
yeah, Johnny's going to bring his
Yeah.
jersey.
I
Johnny's
know
got some.
Johnny's bringing the jersey.
They say Johnny J on the back. Again, thank you, Johnny J, for everything. And Lauren, we need another Red Bull on Thursday.
Yeah.
Hey,
For sure.
Red Bull,
Locked and loaded,
coffee,
Red
whatever
Bull,
you
I
did,
mean-
do it again.
Do it
That was
again.
Red
fantastic.
Bull, if you want to send them here to Houston, I will
Yes.
give you my address. I mean, come on. Bring all the Red Bulls. I
Yeah.
love 'em.
Love
I
y'all.
'em.
Thank y'all for paying attention to Sports with Balls. We're out, man.
Yeah,
Peace.
so much fun. Thanks, guys.
Jump in my 6'4" and let the top dine. Trunk hitting hard when I swing through H-time. Cup full of oil and an orange kush sweet. Cause this is how we do it in that 713. My candy red paint cocked up on foe. Shocking and body rocking cause the south side ho. DJ Screw got me falling asleep. This is how we do it in that 713.
Welcome.